Odell Beckham Jr. lived at Drake's house for a brief period of time in 2016 while the rapper was on tour, and he had an interesting encounter with a pair of crazed fans during his stay. Somehow these guys found the boy's house, broke into it, and man, they come into the room like, "We made it to Drake's crib." Their socks were dirty as hell, like they had to crawl through the mountains to get here, OBJ said. So I had to try and play it cool. I had to dap them up, but I was like, on edge at this point. They're like, "OBJ, what's up, man? Can we get a picture? Can we get an autograph?" He continued. And to me, I don't know if they're carrying something. I don't know what it was. So I gave them the picture, the autograph, boom, kicked them out. Instantly called security, instantly called cops. But I'm talking about broke into his house. I'll never forget that. Broke into his house 7:30/8 in the morning. That's insane. The enigmatic Baltimore Ravens wide receiver sat down with GQ Sports in September and discussed his time living at Drake's Calabasas mansion in 2016 during his NFL offseason while the Sixth God was on tour. While many people have said they were roommates over the years, Odell Beckham Jr. explained how that wasn't really the case. "Well, I think people have a misunderstanding of that," the 30-year-old said. "He was actually on tour and I was living there. Everyone was like, oh, they're roommates. That wasn't really it." However, Drake and Odell formed a bond when OBJ entered the NFL as a New York Giant in 2014, and they've developed a tight-knit friendship in the decade since. Beckham Jr. also revealed the time he spent 3 months in London while catching up with Drake at various cities across the pond as the Sixth God was on tour overseas. "I actually stayed in London once for 2 or 3 months with Von Miller," he added. "This was back when Drake was on tour, so our home base was London for a little bit of time. It was our off-season, so we went to Norway, Stockholm, Amsterdam, but London was the home base. That was my favorite hotel, actually. The Rosewood, they always take care of me."